So Twitch is breaking, huh? Yeah, let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome into Artemis Anarchy, and also Kestrin being the ex-breaker of sound alerts and Chaos Master. Anyway, so yeah, Twitch is breaking, as I said in the intro. So yeah, let's talk about that first, seeing as you guys are probably most likely here for that, because clickbait, you know? Anyway, so yeah, at the day of going live as well, which is Thursday, the 20th, most of you guys probably know that Twitch broke, and just the clickbait is improving. Of course it is, of course it is. I'm great at clickbait. Should have like fucking thumbnail for this podcast, just like Twitch is breaking stuff, and just like my like kind of horror kind of you know, just in this hoodie and stuff. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do that, and you guys get to see how I do clickbait. Anyway, back to talking about Twitch breaking, right? So basically what happened was Twitch, I think it has something to, or this is what I think happened from what I've gathered happened in like the last 24 hours, because I have a feeling it's to do with them adding a new thing with to see who your actual founders are without having to wait until they pop up in chat and stuff. So like basically what that was doing would have been, or what it would have been doing, would be going through everyone's like who's all subbed and who's a founder at once. So that probably crashed something on the website, and then in turn that became a domino effect and stuff like that. And again, don't trust me on this. There will be, yes, you can, I think. I'm not sure if it's available to everyone, but I think a big chunk of people got it from what I seen. Let me actually go to here real quick, because it's what I want to check. But yeah, let me find it real quick, because I think I remember where it is. Yeah, so yeah, I should be able to see that now. Yeah, so like you can see who's a founder on your stuff, and like which founders are subbed and stuff like that. It's stupid. I think it's okay, but like it's not very helpful anyway. But like yeah, anyway, that's what I think broke the whole like being able to sub button. Like you could not like touch it at all. The sub button disappeared. The only place I seen it was on mobile, and it only partially worked. But the bits and stuff were still working. Emotes weren't working. And yeah, it was just a mess. Let's just say that, right? And also, Twitch breaking again makes YouTube look a hell of a lot more enticing to even just start again. Just saying, Twitch. Anyway, yeah, we're also going to talk about YouTube video stuff again, because I have a feeling there are some people, even in like my chat and stuff, that are worried about their first videos being bad and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll jump into that later. We're still going to talk about Twitch and YouTube stuff, like more of the live streaming side of stuff for both of them, because if you don't know already, I went live on Tuesday, yeah. on YouTube again just to test if there was anything new added, anything that felt easier, harder to do, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, so like with the whole Twitch, you know, emotes disappearing and stuff like that for like a good hour, I think it was an hour. They did get it fixed pretty quickly, I will say that, but like it shouldn't have really happened in the first place. But again, things are prone to break anyway. But the amount Twitch has been breaking recently, it's a bit, nah. Me worried? No. But like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that just seems to be, you know, happening with Twitch recently, and just like stuff not working, stuff breaking. But anyway, to the YouTube side of things, of the streaming side anyway so far, last week I did forget how to, like, you know, actually do the live so it would work and it wouldn't just, you know, be a pain in the fucking ass and not like mess up, I guess. But it's still messed up because I forgot that you have to make a new stream key for each separate stream you want to do, unless you've got a scheduled stream that has a scheduled fucking stream key for that time or whatever, or that specific type of live. Other than that, it's as easy as going into Twitch, getting your stream key and doing it that way. I mean, Twitch's connection to the account is a bit better because you don't have to press go live twice. Whereas YouTube, you get that little preview before you go live and it tells you, is your stream stable enough? Is your internet connection stable enough to handle, you know, streaming it at 1080p or whatever? Which I can do over on YouTube, but I can't do it here on Twitch. I probably could if I added a little more bitrate, but Twitch seems to like really throttle your bitrate if you're going above like 7,000. It starts to just throttle it. So like, and on YouTube I was getting like 9,000 steady without it throttling too much. Like, it fell a little bit when I started to watch more than like one stream it on the live. I just wanted to stress test it and see how far I could get without, you know, breaking shit. So like, I opened up Jedi stream, which was already open before I started anyway. That was still going fine. I opened, I think, another 2 streams, maybe, I think. Something like that. Still fine. And I think the time it started like dipping was when I started downloading something. I think it wasn't Resolve, no. It was something for a video, I think, or something. Something like that. It was something. Fuck knows. You expect me to remember stuff? No. I would never remember stuff or speak good English, you know? I'm a streamer. I'm not supposed to speak good English. Words are hard, okay? Anyway. Tangent away. Tangents are the best, but we don't need me getting more sidetracked than I usually do, you know? But yeah. The things that I will say I was missing from the YouTube side of things was the sound alerts and the channel points, or like technically that's 2 in the same for me. Also, that reminds me, channel points are on, but I don't think anyone's noticed that yet, but I don't care. If you do get scared by a bang or whatever, you know, It's just a thing that happens to me 99% of the time anyway. Don't worry about it. But yeah, like YouTube streaming, I think the longer they keep putting money into the live streaming side of YouTube, the better it will get. Like with everything else, but like, that's not my point. Fucking hell. It's really warm in this room now, which is a pain in the fucking ass. Because I think that heating's been on for over an hour, so that means my room's away to start heating up, and I'm away to start coughing like fuck, and I'm away to start fucking dying. Anyway. Now. Alright, I'm gonna have to go and open a window real quick. One sec. Spin around. Yo. Anyway. Actually, you know what? Both are getting fucking opened. Yep. Anyway, that's getting left in. I'm not. Again, I would do like to leave these episodes of the podcast unedited, or as unedited as I can. I have no clue what that cough's about. It's the heat. What I know why is I know it's the heat because I'm starting to get I'm starting to sweat like fucking this hoodie. But like, I'm not even joking, it's probably still like 0 degrees outside. 1 degrees. It's 1 degrees outside. And I'm still fucking boiling. Yeah. That's how hot my room gets, by the way. Anyway. Yeah. That's without that heater doesn't work, by the way. Just so you guys know, that heater is cold. That heater is basically frozen at this point, I think. It's not worked for about 2 years. Not that it matters much, because it gets fucking roasting in this room anyway. So, doesn't matter. Anyway. I swear to God. I swear to God, if this is my asthma coming back, I'm gonna fucking kick my lungs to shit. I'm gonna fucking drop kick my own lungs. Anyway, right. Back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Shit. What was I back to saying? I was probably talking shit. Oh, YouTube. Right, channel points. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's the only thing I was really missing from that whole stream was just channel points and a bit more interactivity with like chat and stuff other than just, you know, talking with them. But yeah. There was, other than that, it felt like a normal Twitch stream. Obviously the mod stuff is still not the best, I don't think, anyway, for YouTube stuff, so that, I know that's getting fixed at some point this year. I think it's either late Q1 of 2022 or it's early Q2, I think, at the latest, I think. I can't remember, I have no clue. But we're also, ow, I cracked my foot there. That wasn't very, good. But, anyway, yeah, I think that's all the live streaming stuff I have to talk on, really, is Twitch fucking up, as per usual, no surprise there. What else do I have to talk? No, there's something else I need to talk about for Twitch. Mod tools. No. Mod tools are fine on Twitch. Twitch throttling my internet as per usual. No. I've already talked about that. Because there was something that popped up in my head when I was talking about the subscriber button missing. Also, if you were aware of the whole button missing and stuff, basically for like about an hour, most affiliates and partners from what I seen couldn't be subscribed to, couldn't be resubbed to, couldn't be even you couldn't even see your own like revenue stuff. It completely disappeared off the charts. Bits were working. On my end anyway, bits were working. Bits were actually fine. Emotes wouldn't work, which was a pain in the ass. Yeah. Bits weren't working for everyone, they were a bit iffy. On PC, they were working for me, but on mobile, they weren't. Like, I just went in to check because, like, I was like, will that work? But, yeah. Also, yeah, it was just a pain in the ass, really. But I don't think anyone lost revenue from what I've heard so far from that. So, like, it's reset, it's put all your subs back, all your bits back and all that stuff. It's just, I think it was just a UI error more than anything else. Which, yes, it's a bit of a pain. It probably did cause a little bit of panic in some people, which I completely understand. Yeah, I'm not sure if the follow button started instantly. It was just a coincidence. I'm writing it off to a coincidence so far that it happened. But I think it is big enough that it would constitute a target for like those bot raids and stuff. Which also happened right after everything got fixed. When I went to check that things got fixed and stuff, which was pretty coincidental, but could have been more than that. I don't know. We'll just have to wait a couple of days just to see. But basically, it's the first time I've ever seen bot raids before. Like, bots were raiding in, not just anything else. And for the Twitch people in here that are working or whatever, this is why we started the podcast a bit later than usual, because we wanted to check just in case before we started that we wouldn't get like bot raided in the middle of the podcast or anything. And yeah, just yeah, it was weird. It was weird to see, because by my count there was like 30 to 35 bot raids in a matter of 20 minutes, give or take. So it was about, usually they would come in about 4s and then a 1. It would go like 4 4 1 1 5 4 1. Like, there would be a bit of space in between some of them, and it was like, it wasn't a pattern, but it looked like a pattern, if you know what I mean. To an extent, at least. It was a very weird point to happen and start stuff and all that. It was very weird. It was extremely odd timing from when I seen, you know, the UI breaking for Twitch, and then that happens right after. It's hard to call it coincidence, but until I see it happen more than once in smaller, like a little bit smaller streams and stuff, it may start to make more sense. It wasn't a coincidence, but from what I've seen so far, I can't say it's not dead set a coincidence. It's not dead set. That's why the UI was down or whatever. But yeah, I will also put an update in here if anything else comes up for the YouTube people on the video and stuff. It'll just be like a quick side note, or like I'll cut in between or cut in at the end or something, I don't know. But yeah, if anything does, like if I notice anything new happening, I will let you guys know in some way. Check the Discord, stuff like that. I'll probably update it in there as well. And yeah, there's just a lot of weird things that happen like this, I guess. But yeah, we're just gotta go with it, I guess, until, like, you know, either it proves to be a massive problem or proves to be no problem at all, you know, if that makes any sort of sense to you. It's the only way I can think of it in my head. And yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Great. Anyway, yeah, I think there is going to be an overlay change to this podcast screen anyway, as well, soon. I think we're going to make the new overlay on Wednesday, because graphics is Wednesday. But we're going to do some overlay stuff for the podcast on Wednesday, because that's what I'm wanting to do. And for anyone who's not over here on Twitch and you're watching it on YouTube, you guys should come by and check out. It'd be fun to have you guys and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, I think that's everything streaming wise. I think I need to talk about. There's a lot I need to talk about for videos and stuff like that. Yeah, come and join us over here on Twitch, you know, or anyone that's not sub to me on YouTube, go do the same, you know, like, either way, doesn't matter. We do both. For people who maybe don't like the live streaming side of things, I like to keep it as interactive as it can be for a YouTube video, you know. That's why I've started asking the questions at the end, like I think last week was how do you handle scheduling and stuff like that, or whatever. But yeah, what I'm gonna talk about now for people that I've seen that either they're wanting to put a YouTube video up but they don't think it's going to be good enough, or they're just wanting to improve their YouTube kind of stuff. Even start, like, obviously I just said that, didn't I? It's fine. My brain breaks all the time. Hey Duff, hey, Artemis, you haven't... Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we've just finished talking about it as well. That's a funny thing. But yeah, no, it was... What I think it was the being able to see your founders and stuff, and it's just... Yep. How you doing anyway? But yeah. Yeah, I'll do a quick overview of what I basically said. Basically, I think it was the ability to see your founders if you're an affiliate or higher. And that just maybe overloaded the system and just either took away the UI for a minute for like everyone, because it happened from what I seen, it happened to partners, it happened to everyone at some point today. And they got it fixed fairly quick. But then one of the channels I went into just to check, once they did say they fixed it, I went to check if it was fixed. And then that channel got bot raided like 35 times. Like, it was just raid parties of 1 by a bot. And it was just weird. It happened about 35 times in like 20 minutes or whatever I said, you know. But it's a possibility it could have been something to do with that. Possibility it was a coincidence that just happened to happen at the same time. But like, yeah. So yeah, that's also why the podcast started a little later. Yeah. But yeah, now we're going to be moving on to talking about video stuff, because video stuff is hard. Very hard. Well, it's not, and it is. Haven't seen any of that. Just can't. Oh. Yeah, mine's like died earlier for a little bit. Yeah, the bit rate's been a bit weird today. Like, that might have been what it was, but it seems to be fixed now for me anyway. Knock on wood, before it fucking crashes me again. But yeah, it was a bit weird at the start. About an hour ago now, it started to dip a little bit, I think, from what I could see. Yeah, it was weird, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, gotta get sidetracked, but somehow at some point now. Nah, I had a feeling that I was gonna get sidetracked a lot today anyway, because like, my mind's in one of those places that it's not going to talk on one subject for too long, and then it'll go on a tangent and then circle back into that and then whip around again somehow, you know, because I'm great at making tangents off of tangents off tangents. And if I really wanted to, I probably could do a full just chat and stream for like 4 hours straight if I wanted to. But yeah, I tried to keep it to a minimum for so I can play some games a bit, because stream's technically one of the few times that I get to play games aside from the weekend. Sometimes, if I'm not doing YouTube videos all the time. I mean, technically I'm still playing games, but like, playing games to relax, you know. That's actually also one thing I want to talk about before talking about starting to do videos. Actually, because like, the way I do my recordings are very stressful, because I record the same day I upload that video. Like, that video will be recorded about 2:30 in the afternoon, edited by about 5. At the latest 6 is the latest I tend to finish an edit. Just now anyway. And yeah, like, the podcast takes like 10 minutes for me to edit, maybe 10 to 20 minutes for editing time a lot of the time, because I do try to keep these as raw as I can. And yeah, but back to the whole, what I was way to say was, make sure you do have time for yourself, because the way I've been doing it recently, it's been wake up, do a YouTube video, record it, edit it, make a thumbnail, upload it, and then as soon as I'm finished basically uploading and making the thumbnail and stuff and scheduling it, I go to stream most of the time. Like, the past few days I have been just really lazy and didn't get up until like 2:30, I'm trying to fix that, so I do have time to, you know, go out skating just now, because it has been sunny for the last like 3 days and I've just not went out because I've went to go and like stream, or I've went to go and record and then I forget about it, and then right, Saturday is definitely going to be a day I'm skating. It might not be a definite day of a stream, but there's a possibility I might do like a TikTok live or something like that, like just from my phone, because I can't be asked charging the GoPro or anything. So yeah, we're gonna maybe do a little bit of skating, skate stream. If I'm doing it on Twitch, if I'm planning to do it on Twitch, I will take the GoPro just in case. But yeah, we'll see what happens. If I do like skate on like Saturday and that, I'll probably already have a video recorded tomorrow night for Saturday to be uploaded and stuff, which I will probably have to record a video tonight if I'm wanting to get up early enough. But yeah, for tomorrow's video, because usually the time I start, I don't wake up until like 2:30, mostly on a Friday, because like work starts at like 5 for me, so that gives me like an hour and a half to get ready and then go to work. But yeah, that's also not a healthy way to do things either. You know, like don't batch record and stress yourself out, but don't leave it to last minute and stress yourself out. Like, try and stay, like, what I would say is probably best that I've experienced so far anyway. Record 2 videos a day, but edit 1. So edit 1 for the next day, you know? So like, what I would do, like, so today I recorded a video and edited a video. I'm done with editing for today, if I want to be. If I feel like after recording my video tonight for Halo or whatever I'm doing, I think it's Halo or Borderlands, either one, I'll probably record it tonight. But if I feel like I've got the energy to edit, I'll edit it and upload it tonight and make the thumbnail tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. And yeah, just that's going to be the way I'm going to do it from now on, because it seems easier in my mind to deal with. But for anyone who's starting out, what I would say for your first videos, and for your first edits and stuff, don't overcomplicate it. Don't like want to have 50 million things happening at once. Don't use too many effects. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Keep it in a shorter time frame if you can. If you don't know what things to cut out, what I would recommend is anywhere there's like really dead space, like there's like absolutely, you're not adding anything to the video, you're just, if I was to use like a game, like you're more focused on the game, like something like Valorant or something. If you were to do a video on something like that, this is just as an example, any sort of shooter that you don't really talk too much in, you can cut out those parts that you're just mowing down people for no reason. Like, it's what I do with Borderlands. There's a lot more shooting happens in Borderlands, but I'm not saying anything interesting. I'm not talking, I'm just going through them. And then the few bits that you do see when I'm like in fights and stuff are usually when I've got like, either it's something funny or it's just something that I'm taking the piss out of, or taking the piss out myself. But I've started to learn what to cut out and what not to cut out now a lot more, because My first like playthrough videos were about half an hour each, but like I cut that from like I cut out about 10 minutes most of the time. 10 minutes was like my usual like cut out amount, I guess would be the way to put it. So like, yeah, it's just, you know, stuff like that. You don't want to have like dead space where you're just like, you know, just going along, doing nothing. Like, I cut out the driving sections mostly when I'm doing Halo or Borderlands. But yeah, most of you guys will probably see it in one of my more recent videos. If you're watching this on YouTube, it would be the one that came out on Thursday for you guys. For me, that's today as of recording this. But the Horrors Lost Tape video, or the one that's titled I Shouldn't Have Picked Up This Tape or whatever, that one was a lot less edited. There was a couple of, I wasn't very empty space in that, but like you'll notice parts because that's almost fully raw video. I cut out a couple of little bits that were annoying me, and like the start and the end, obviously when I hit record, when I hit, you know, stop. But yeah, stuff like that. And that's all I do. That's all I did for that video, because I thought it was a better video if it was not cut, because it, in my opinion, it is. Horror, like those short horror games, plus it was like a 12-minute fucking game, because it was just a short one. It was a short and sweet one. It was very fun-ish. I actually jumped at 2 parts in it, but that's all I'm saying. You'll just have to watch a video to see which parts I jump at. You know, shameless plug, all that good stuff. Remember, go and watch those videos, you know. Anyway. But yeah, there's been a lot more of those type of horror games that I've seen that are making me jump a lot more, because, well, in a way, you have to play it up a lot more than you actually would. But like, mines are not really played up too much. Like, those ones I will say genuinely got me. Like, if I was to go back and do Alien Isolation as a YouTube video, for like just a YouTube video, you know, I would have to play that up so much because it doesn't really get to me anymore. Like, after the first time of playing it, maybe the VR version, like the VR mod or whatever, if I was to do that on YouTube, that would be a different story, because I've not done some of those parts in VR, because like the face hugger part or anything like that. But like, yeah, which I still have to redo on Twitch, twitch.tv/Artemis141, by the way, _141. I forgot the underscore. By the way, YouTube, just a little hint there for you guys. I am totally not shamelessly plugging myself all the time. Nope, I would never do anything like that, ever. Nope. You guys know me, I would never do anything bad like that. But, nah, seriously, don't worry about your first 30 videos being shit. Just improve something from each video. You don't like something in one video? Change it. Change it to whatever you think's going to work for you. Like, if you look at no, you wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't. I would never, Kibs. Nah. Nah. Never. I would never play anything up in my life. Nah. But what I would say is, after you've edited your video, watch it back. Watch it in like the editor. So like, for me, Resolve, right? Just watch it in there, watch it full length. If there's something in there that's really annoying you, go to that specific point, change it. Just change it. And once you think your video's ready, and your video's good, your video's like solid in some sort of way, or you're just wanting it out, put it out. Don't worry too much about editing it straight away. Like, don't over edit it. Like, good, yeah. If you think it's good enough to pass, like, you've done like basic editing, acceptable, yeah. If you think it's acceptable as a YouTube video, put it out, go and watch it. Leave it a couple of days. Go and make another video. But before you edit that second video that you've recorded a couple of days after, go back and watch that other video. Go back and nitpick at the parts that you really don't like. Oh, don't nitpick too much, but nitpick enough to like take a couple of pieces that, oh, I don't like the way this was cut. I don't like the way that was cut. I don't like the way I put a zoom in effect or whatever. And then change those parts in those videos, see if that works. If that doesn't work, pick something else you don't like. And then once you find what's working for you and what isn't, don't stick with what's working. Because eventually for yourself, it'll change, it'll grow, it'll get bigger, you'll see more mistakes the more you edit. Like, I've edited all my videos for the past... When did I start going consistent? From the 28th, I would say. I actually put 2 videos up in one day, because I realized that I forgot to put one up on the 31st. Okay, I would say from the 3rd of January, so from episode 10 of Artemis Anarchy to now, I've been pretty consistent. Like, 1 video a day for like the past like week or week and a half or whatever. So from about the from the 3rd to today. So yeah, I've been pretty consistent for the past like week and a half, couple of weeks, whatever. I don't want to do maths right now, it's effort. But yeah, just because I've been consistent doesn't mean I've liked every video I've watched. Like, the Fears to Fathom video, I had to play that up a little bit because I had to record it twice. It was because, like, stuff crashed and people were fucking in and out of that, up and down those fucking stairs like a fucking yo-yo. So I had to play that one up a little bit. The video still came out good in my eyes. I still liked it. The Serious Sam video, that was also an okay video. I felt like I still left in a little bit too much, or a little bit of dead space. Even though like I was talking, it still felt very dead to me. But yeah, the Borderlands videos are starting to get still for me even, but that's because I'm not used to actually having 2 series going at the same time, doing them consistently. I'm not used to doing anything consistently. Like, but I am more into that like creator kind of groove that I can get those like and you've probably noticed that I'm doing a lot less stuff like in those videos, because some of them are just, you do feel a bit brain dead doing some of the side quests in Borderlands, which I have been thinking about doing those side quests on Twitch, so I've got some interactability, and we just talk about what we're doing while I'm just doing these side quests. Like, I think if I was to do that, I would probably just keep it on the just chatting screen, but have like a little game like screen like here or on this side, because technically I'm looking that way, so looking towards the gameplay. But like, just have like a smaller screen of it, because like it's not as important is what I'm talking about, I guess, sometimes. Anyway, but yeah, I've been thinking about doing those side quests on stream because they are boring bits. There are some that are just point A to point B and then point B to point A again and just go back. That's what I should have said, not point A to point B to point B to point A, or whatever I just said. Anyway, rambling aside, with the Halo videos, I feel the last video I uploaded was a bit better because it was less edited. Because I had very little time before like stream started as well. So I was late to stream because I forgot to record a video and left it till like 6 o'clock at night. Virtually 2 hours before. But I felt like I was talking a lot more in that video anyway, so it wasn't as bad. It wasn't dead. There were still bits I cut out because it was an hour long video, I think. But yeah. And also remember, go and check out Creator of the Week. Obviously is JD's links will be down in the description and be on the end card bit, which will show up later on because obviously the podcast isn't finished. I just wanted to point those out. And yeah, just go check out JD. He's pretty chill. He's a variety streamer. I think he's thinking about doing some more YouTube stuff shortly. So go check out his YouTube stuff, because the stuff he's got on there just now even pretty good. I'll say it. I'll say it's pretty good. But yeah, just remember to go check out the Creator of the Week, because if you like me, you'll most likely like them. They're pretty similar. They're pretty, well, they're not similar, but they're similar enough. Like, they're not in your face all the time. They're chill. They're a bit more. They can do both, if that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, we are also, like I said earlier, we are changing the overlay for Artemis Anarchy and getting rid of these top fucking things, which will still have the alerts. It'll just be like in this bottom like corner here, because I can just have them slide in and out and all that stuff. But yeah, mostly what everything I've talked about. Yeah. Also on top of the whole video thing, like the algorithm's not gonna like you until you've put out enough videos, you've gained enough traction. You don't need to be consistent. You do not need to be consistent whatsoever. Spend your time learning editing, but don't overcomplicate it for your first edit. There's a nice little like balance in between that, like taking your time with the cuts, taking your time with the camera and resizing it or whatever. Yeah, but if you were wanting to be consistent, once you get those like areas down, like the way, obviously, like you'll probably record different to how I record. I record in a 3840 by 1080 ratio, right? So that means I can have the camera at full screen on one side, and then on the other side it's full screen in the game, and then I just kind of cut them in half and then duplicate the footage and then just put it on top of each other, resize the camera, resize that. That's how I record mine. Like, actually, if I bring up it in a video source, it might help. Like, I will probably mute the video source anyway, the media source, there we go. Yeah, add it there. Browse. Let me go to like one of my unedited videos, right? And I will show you guys exactly how my recordings look before I edit them. Right, I think this was the Halo episode that I did the other day. But like, if I minimize this and mute it, that's what my videos look like before I start. Before I edit them, obviously I've like scaled it down, obviously, because we're on a 1920 by 1080 canvas. But that's how the videos look before. And then if I change the source to the episode I have, which I don't have anymore, never mind, I deleted it because I wasn't expecting this to be I actually wonder if it's still in the recycle bin. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna make that invisible real quick. I'm gonna check the recycle bin real quick because whoops. Whoops, I didn't mean that. Oh no, yeah. But obviously you guys can go and check that video. It's already up and stuff like that. It's the most recent Halo video, or second most recent, depending if I do another Halo video this weekend. But yeah, yeah, it's basically what my videos look like, and what they look like after is basically just a game scene, really. That's it. And yeah, that's all I do to the unedited videos, you know, the more raw ones. The more raw ones just get their resize, get their shit done. And obviously for the podcast, we leave it on this overlay just because, so no one on YouTube side of things gets confused if I start going on tangents with other people, because the chat's there, they can read the chat, they can watch me, and obviously all the other stuff is down below and up top, obviously. But obviously that's getting rid of this week. But again, like I said, we're probably changing up the stuff this week. I'm going to make it a bit more streamlined. I'm going to make it a bit more modular, because obviously, like I've talked about before, we are starting to slowly get it in for a more community based podcast, and a more, not just me being on the podcast. Like, I don't even have to be here on the podcast like talking or anything, but obviously I'm going to talk to people about that again, because I've not really talked to anyone because I've been still planning it a little bit in my head. But I still want you guys to know that it is still going ahead, but those changes will be coming slowly and surely. You know, it isn't in a rush. I'm taking my time with it. I'm wanting to take my time with it because it can go wrong very, very easily. But like, again, we might be making a whole channel for the podcast, because if it does become this more community thing, all I have to do is change like those two fucking logos, I think. Yeah, if I change those not the logos, change, like, I'll probably still keep this bar and put that wooden effect on that I have on Just Chatting, and I won't make that concrete or anything like I did on my Just Chatting, because that only really fits with my stuff, because the background's metal and all that stuff. But I'm going to keep this little bar at the bottom that's you guys can see it. I don't know why I keep fucking pointing to it. But yeah, the more community based it becomes, the more modular it will become. Obviously, like, there will be certain parts that I will keep in for, like, A, the logo, B, probably the same size chat box, probably this bottom bit, but the background will maybe change a little bit to accommodate for a bigger camera or an easier size of camera. And yeah, it should be a bit fun once we do get all that stuff sorted. Like I said, Tuesday's when I'm doing it, which for YouTube that is tomorrow. Links are down below. Come check out if you want. No, it's not. I'm not doing, no, Wednesday, but still for YouTube that's in 2 days, right? Tuesday I'll still be streaming, so you can come join tomorrow as well. So links below. Yeah, just hit those links below, you know, just all of them, just boom, just do them all, just join them all, just follow them all. And remember, if I get to 189 on Twitch and 2k on TikTok, which down below as well, remember I have to walk on Legos, like the length of my room, so from that wall to this wall over here. Okay, I touched it. I took a lot of stretching to touch that, but basically, yeah. So the length, not the area. I might walk that way and back, like from that wall to that wall, and then that wall to that wall. I forget, I have 2 arms. I can point that way and then point that way. Duh. Obviously. I am clearly the biggest of brains. Totally. But yeah, I think that's mainly everything. I've covered everything. I've covered the podcast. I've covered talking about videos. Yeah. Actually, the last thing about video stuff is the ideas. For starting out, if you've got an idea, go with it, run with it. Like, I've stopped myself from doing reaction videos just now because I want to find the right video for the first, like, thing of that. Because, like, there's a lot that I've seen just watching YouTube and stuff. And, like, I've wanted to do a couple reaction videos because they do look fun. They do look like a bit of fun to just watch and, you know, basically take the piss out of people. But, I mean, I'm good at the taking the piss out of people part, you know? It's just being creative with it, you know? I'm creative with it, but yeah. Like, I will do some eventually. I may get, like, a couple of people to do it with, like a group to react with and stuff like that, but every once in a while as well if I do reaction videos sometimes. But I will mainly focus on games and stuff, mostly. And obviously this podcast thing is one of the little changes that would happen every week. Like, it won't just be gaming on here, it will be variety. Because apparently I don't like to have anything that has any sort of consistent fucking niche to it, you know? My niche is the fact I have no niche. Yeah, that is my yes. Anyway, so with that said, as the open-ended question of the stream/video, yeah, it works for Jack, Mark, and Az, so yeah, should work for me, you know? And I feel like, personality-wise, I wouldn't say I'm close to them, because I'm not, like, as loud as Jack. I'm not as, you know, loud as them, but, like, you know, similar, but not similar too much, you know? That's the closest way I can put it. But question of the week for this open-ended question is, what do you guys think about videos? What do you guys think about, and by that I mean, what do you guys think about what I've said? What I've said about editing stuff? Do you guys actually take your time and look at your videos if you are someone who uploads videos regularly? Do you go back and look at your old videos and watch game tapes basically? And then change everything every different video or stream or whatever? This applies to streams as well. Do you go back and watch your streams and pick out stuff? Like, I will admit, I pick more out of my videos than I do out of my streams. Out of these streams, I do pick a lot out of. I do try and change up a little bit every week. Like, I'll still keep, like, obviously the first week I noticed my flow was bad. Every week since then, I've noticed that I can keep talking and not really, you know, leave too much dead silence and stuff like that. But anyway, yes, that has been Artemis Anarchy. I still have to make an end card for this, so you guys are just going to see, you know, the videos, like, I think here, and then my one is on that side, and JD's is on this side, I believe. If I'm wrong, just pretend they're there, right? So yeah, that's been Artemis Anarchy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video / the stream. Obviously I'm not going to end stream, but hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and yeah, I'll either see you guys in the next episode of this or whatever video I do tomorrow. Alright, see you guys in a bit.